In the last semester, we saw reactions of alkyl halides, and we noticed that it's very easy to substitute this chlorine with a nucleophile. What's very different in case of aryl halides is that it's not that easy to substitute this chlorine if you react your chlorobenzene with common nucleophiles like hydroxyl group, ethoxy group, or a cyanide or a ammonia. So this tells you that this carbon chlorine bond is comparatively much stronger in aryl halides than it was in alkyl halides. But aryl halides do undergo nucleophilic aromatic substitution under very drastic conditions, and we'll see that if you introduce electron withdrawing groups like nitro groups at the ortho and para position, the conditions to implement this reaction becomes much more easier. So here you see what happens when you react your chlorobenzene with sodium hydroxide. Now you do see that the reaction does occur and you get phenol where the chlorine has been replaced by an OH minus group, but you need to perform this reaction under very high temperature and pressure. So that's how difficult it is to substitute a chlorine in a aromatic setup. Now the same thing if you have done it in an alkyl halide, all you have to do is treat sodium hydroxide under normal temperature and pressure and you will get the reaction. So this tells you that to break the carbon chlorine bond is that much more difficult and it requires very drastic conditions. Now what happens when you introduce a nitro group? So we say that the introduction of nitro groups in the para position or in the ortho position activates your aryl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now how do we know that it is activating? Now compare reaction 1 with reaction 2. You will notice that upon the introduction of the nitro group, the condition that was imposed, or you need a milder condition to perform the reaction. So in the previous case you need to apply a very high temperature and pressure, but here you just need to apply a slightly milder temperature, and at normal pressure the reaction does undergo. Now what happens when you introduce two nitro groups, one at the ortho and one at the para position? You will notice that the conditions are even milder. So it's no surprise that if you introduce one more nitro at the ortho position, all you have to do is use a very weak nucleophile like water, and you just need to warm it and the chlorine is substituted to a hydroxyl group. So this is very surprising, like you are activating a group like halogen to leave, and this is very surprising, and this tells you that since the nitro group is involved, you can be rest assured that there is some kind of a negative charge that is being developed, which is being stabilized by the electron withdrawing nature of the nitro group.